Hey guys, this is Alex again. If you didn't watch my last video, I'm one of the faith formation leaders this summer with Luthercrest, and I'm doing a series of videos on budgeting. Now, my previous video was on Budgeting 101, and today I'm going to go a little further into saving your allowance. And so to kind of help illustrate and show what it means to save your allowance, I have a few different PowerPoint slides that I want to show you, and I will try and pull those up now. Alright, this is the presentation that I made to help show how you can save your allowance. Now I'm going to have to leave it like this because every time I try to go to presentation, it keeps turning off my recorder. So I'll just have to scroll through them like this. So during this presentation, I'm going to be using the example of you having a $5 allowance every week and how you can save that money, like how much you should be saving and how much you can spend. Alright, so this would be week 1. You were just given $5. Now, I know graphs are not fun in any way, but trust me, these ones are really simple to understand. So, with the $5, I'm going to say you can save $3. You put that into some sort of savings, and then you have $2 left over that you can spend on whatever you would like. Again, like I mentioned in my previous video, there's no right or wrong way for the amounts that you can save or spend, but you want to try and save as much as you can. Now let's move on to week 2. Say you didn't spend any money at all, and you kept the same, and you saved the same amount, and you kept the same amount in your spending. So you would have, by week 2, you would have saved $6, and you would have a total of $4 that you would be able to spend by week 2 with a $5 allowance. Now move forward to week 3. Doing the same thing that you have done for the previous 2 weeks. You would now have saved $9, and you will now have a total of $6 to spend after 3 weeks on a $5 allowance. And so see, you can, every week it just slowly moves up, and that's what it should be doing, obviously, because you're not spending anything. But of course, you are bound to spend at some point, and so now we'll move on to an example of what it can look like when you do spend money. Now here's a situation where you spend $3.50. Yes, I know it's a weird number, but I'll explain why I chose this number in a little bit. And so now if you spend $3.50, you no longer have $6 in your spending. You now are down to $2.50. So you can see that if we use this as a bar graph example, your $6 went down to $2.50 because you decide to cave in and buy, I don't know, candy or some kind of toys. I know I've caved in quite a few times to buy some candy. But now that we kind of went over 2 different accounts, money accounts, your savings and spending, if you had watched my previous video, I had mentioned a third money account to $2.50 because you decide to cave in and buy, I don't know, candy or some kind of toys. I know I've caved in quite a few times to buy some candy. But now that we kind of went over 2 different accounts, money accounts, your savings and spending, if you had watched my previous video, I had mentioned a third money account, and that's why I chose such a weird number for the $3.50. Alright, so that third account that I was talking about was the college fund. And what I recommended was in order to put money in there, is that you can put your change in there. And so that's why I chose $3.50, so that if you had $2.50 left over from what you spend, you can put that 50 cents into your college fund. Now, this could take a while in order to build up, so Maybe just whenever anyone has any extra change, you could ask them to put it in your college. You could save it, and put in your college fund when it gets to a certain amount. All right, so this is what those money accounts would look like over those 3 weeks. So, of course, right here, savings is going up and up because this is money that you shouldn't be spending. This should be saved for in case of emergencies. And then over here with spending is that it can go up, but then it can also go down depending on when you spend and how much money you spend. And then the college fund, it kind of just will fluctuate depending on how much change or however much money you just decide to put into the college fund. And so um, now I'm going to show you and tell you a few different ways that you can create or make your own different accounts for these different money funds. All right, to end the video, I just want to kind of share different ways that you could store your money or for in your different accounts. And so I apologize if the labels are backwards and hard to read, but this is your. I just use glasses to store, as an example, to store money. So this is savings, this is spending, and then this is college fund. And so you could use a whole variety of things, like you could use these glasses, you could use coffee cans, or just even just a normal piggy bank works as well. Or depending on how much money you have, you can even open a savings account or a checking account, and you could even start a college fund account with the bank as well. There's just a lot of different ways that you can store your money, and I usually find it helps to have a set amount of cash with me because I feel like I'm more responsible when I can physically see the cash and use it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of, if I use my debit card, I'm more likely to spend more money than what I probably should. And so this concludes this video on saving your allowance. Um, Tomorrow I will be posting another video on making a piggy bank. So stay tuned and watch out for that video as well.